guys, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a recreation of a design that I saw on Instagram. Now the set that I saw on Instagram was created by a super talented nail artist called Kelly, and her Instagram name is Blingy Little Claws. I'm thinking probably most of you have heard of her already, but for those of you that haven't, I'm going to leave her Instagram in my description box below so you can go over and check her work, because she has some talent, let me tell you guys. Now the set that she created, she used acrylic, and I'm going to be using polygel. So this polygel that I've pulled out is one that Sarah made from Pumpkin's Nail Station, and she sent me it in a friend mail. And when I saw this design, I really liked the colour, and I thought to myself, I've got that colour polygel. And when I pulled it out, it wasn't that colour at all. It was more of a lime green. It was completely different to what I remembered. So, me being me, I thought I would fanny about with it and put some blue polygel in with it, some white polygel with it, and that didn't work. So I thought I'd try some baby blue gel polish, and yeah, I kind of wrecked it. It was just a little bit too runny, and the cure time is ridiculous. 6 minutes it took to cure. 6 minutes. So yeah, I wrecked it. Sorry, Sarah. Because I remember watching Sarah's video when she made this polygel, and hers cured perfect. It was a perfect consistency. Anyway, I've done on the middle finger and the pinky, they're going to be the same. So I'm only going to show you me doing the middle finger, and I'm going to be doing an ombre. So I've used that green to start with, pulled it up from the bottom to the middle, faded it out as I've come towards where I want the blend to be. Now I'm using the Modelones soft pink polygel, and I've applied that at the cuticle, got the cuticle all nice and neat, all nicely tucked in. And then what I like to do is when I'm doing a polygel fade, I like to get that line nice and straight before I start fading it down. And I just find if I get that line straight first and then start fading it down, my fade usually comes out nice and even and straight. And the best way I find to fade polygel is with a slightly drier brush. So that's the fades done. On this pointer finger, I'm going to be doing a extended nail bed with that Modelones soft pink. So again, I like to get the cuticle all nice and neat first, and then I'm just going to pat and press and pull that down the nail. And then with the side of my brush, I just keep going around that smile line, getting it exactly where I want it. You haven't got to get this too perfect, because I am going to go in with a nail file anyway. Make that line nice and crisp. And then once I'm happy with that, I shall pop that in the lamp to cure. Now on this nail, I'm going to be doing a colour block. First time I have ever done colour block with polygel. So, in fact, I think it's the first time I've ever done colour block altogether. So again, I'm using that soft pink, and I just want a block in the middle with this soft pink. So I just stretch it down the nail, working it a little bit at a time. And every time I pull that down the nail a little bit further, I'll just make sure that line either side is nice and straight with the edge of my brush. And yeah, just keep pulling it down, wiping the sides, pulling it down, wiping the sides. And then I want it to kind of blend off about 3/4 of the way down, because I want the rest of that middle block to have a glitter fade coming up from the free edge. So once I've got that little bit of block how I want it, I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds, and that'll just hold that in place. And now I'm using an old base coat, which I use when I'm applying glitter. I'm just going to apply a tiny little bit of that where I want this glitter. Now this glitter, again, wants to be the same width as that little pink strip. And I'm using a few different glitters for this. I'm just taking little bits out what I want with my detailer brush, sticking it into that base coat, and then I'm going to cure that base coat for 60 seconds. That'll hold that in place. Now I'm using the Gelike clear polygel, and I'm just going to encapsulate all that glitter. Now I wish I hadn't have used polygel now. I wish I'd have used either a builder gel or My Modelones clear polygel is actually quite clear, but you can't really beat Builder Gel. So now I'm going to give them all a wipe down with some isopropyl alcohol. Get rid of that tacky layer. And then I'm going to go in and file around that smile line, make that nice and crisp using the metal file. And then I'm going to run that file up the sides of that colour block. I want to make sure that's all nice and straight and even. Now these metal nail files, guys, I cannot recommend these enough. If you want to crisp your nail beds up, if you want nice crisp colour blocking, or even if you just want a nice sharp shape, they're brilliant for that. And it's because they have not got no flex to them. And they're not expensive either. What I'll do is, if I can find the link for the one that I bought mine off Aliexpress. I shall leave that in my description box, and then if anyone is interested in buying one, you just have to click the link and you can go check it out. So now that smile line's all nice and crisp, I'm now applying that green polygel around that smile line. I only need a tiny bit for this because this nail is going to have a double nail bed. It's kind of like a border. That's the only way I can really explain it. And I want to make sure that I'm getting that right up into those wings, so it doesn't matter that it's going over that soft pink nail bed. That's not a problem because it's going to get filed away anyway. I do like to go over my nail beds just to make sure that it is going right up into them side walls. But not only that, I like to see the magic come through when you file in and all that crispness shows through. That is just so satisfying. I love watching that. So with this green, I'm only doing a nice thin band. I wish I'd done it a little bit thinner actually. Yeah, the end result, I would have liked it a little bit thinner, but I was still happy with it. And although this polygel is super soft, it's actually not that sticky. I'm finding it quite easy to work with. It's just a shame that cure time took so long. Otherwise, it would have been quite a nice product to work with. This is where you can see how much of a mess I made of this polygel. Look at that. Oh my days. It looks like a lump of chewing gum's been spat out on the nail. Oh my days. This is where I'm going to say, trust the process, guys. Trust the process. I promise it will all be okay in the end. Why I've put that much on, I do not know. Got a little bit carried away, I think. Just wanted to make sure I was getting it right up the sides of that middle block, I think. I don't know. I've got no excuse. No excuse whatsoever. But you wait in a second after I've cured it and we come to file. It is going to be so satisfying, I promise you now. So here we go. Who is ready to see the magic? So I'm using a medium carbide drill bit. I've got it on medium speed, and I'm just going to go around the cuticle area, get that nice and flush, and then just keep pulling that drill bit down, keep moving around so I'm not filing in the same place so I don't get heat spots. Look at that. You know when I said trust the process? This is what I meant. Look at that, guys. So that's all been filed. Now I'm going in with that base coat again. I'm going to apply some of that glitter, what I've applied on the ring, to the index, just on the tip. And again, I'm going to encapsulate that with the Gelike clear polygel, which this is where you can kind of see how polygel isn't clear. It's quite cloudy. You couldn't really notice it on that ring finger. It was more this pointer finger you could notice it on the finished pictures. But yeah, you live and learn. And also I need to encapsulate the two blends on the middle finger and the pinky. Now you need to encapsulate these blends, guys, because if I was to come and file this nail and the pinky nail and I hadn't encapsulated it, what's going to happen? I'm going to file away all that hard work that I've done to get that blend. So now I'm using that same base coat again, and I'm going to apply 2 drops of that on the pinky, 2 drops of that on the middle nail, and into that uncured base coat I'm going to stick these super pretty neon butterflies. And once I've got them where I want them, I shall pop them in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds, and that'll hold them all in place. Now we're at the best bit, guys. It's time to shine. It's top coat time. So I'm using the Madam Glam's No Wipe Shiny top coat, and I'm going to apply a coat of that to all 4 nails. And on the pinky and the middle nail, I'm going to apply a really nice generous layer, just so where them butterflies are, it's not going to be all lumpy bumpy. And then you'll just see there as well on that ring finger where the glitter is, I have applied a little bit of top coat to the underneath of the nail. And I just find that makes any clear parts on nails a little bit more transparent. So once I've applied that, I'm going to pop them in the lamp to cure for 30 seconds, and that'll be them all done. So there we are, guys. What do you think? I actually really like that colour in the end. It's not quite the colour that I was going for, but yeah, I like it. I really like it. As always, guys, everything that I've used today you'll find listed in my description box below, along with the link to Bringing Little Claws' Instagram page. It's always worth taking a look in my description box as well, guys, because you'll find all my discount codes in there as well. So that's everything for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you would. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell with your notifications turned on. That way you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.